And we're live. Welcome to episode 95 of the MailleWerX Chainmail live streams. My name is Sean, and I run MailleWerX.com, where you can get all kinds of awesome stuff for all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs. Let's do the share real quick. All right. What is this? Okay. Good to go. Be sure. Ooh, Sean White has shared your stream. All right. Be sure to check out MailleWerX.com over on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/MailleWerX, and I'm working on the YouTube link. Apparently it's not youtube.com/MailleWerX. I don't know why. I thought it was, but it is not. And so now I am confused. Playing with more brass tonight. What's going on, John? How you doing? I saw that one piece you made. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. You're getting pretty good at those little Byzantine bracelets there. I like them. What's up, David? Looking forward to seeing the other side of the saber. Yeah, me too. I'm doing good. We got people on Twitch and on Facebook right now. Sweet. Oh, I suppose I should like move my camera over so you guys can see what I'm doing. Hence the point of this stream. Don't fall over. What do we caught on here? I need cord management. What I need is an overhead camera. Is what I really need. I need to do this. Get Frank out of the screen. Hey Barb, how you doing? All right, see what Frank's looking at here. That's pretty good. About where I'll be working. All right. I'm gonna kick the foot massager on and see what we can get done tonight. You started them last July, and you've done 20, and you have 18 more colors to go, besides a few more metals to add in. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I need my picture. Where's my picture? We are doing this whole inlay. Show you where we're at to start with tonight. Right? We're working on this saber over here where my hand is flapping. Right? We've got the blades of those sabers. I'm not happy with them. We're gonna do some more work on them. And then this black curve, this black curve along the side of the helmet here, we're gonna work some more on that too. Before I'm, convinced that we're done. You're watching Gamer Twitch streamer. I'm doing all right, Barb. It's good. It was a good day overall. So we've made that inlay off of this picture here, right? We're just looking at that picture and making the inlay. So we gotta get those sabers ready to go, and then that'll be it. We've got a lot of the work done so far. We are close to finishing. You're watching a gaming Twitch streamer and you saw me streaming and decided to pop over. Well, I appreciate it, man. I do. That's awesome. 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1. What I'm going to do here first is there is a black line on this cross guard, delineating the cross guard from the blade that we got to put in. plans are going not the way as you would have wanted. I don't ever have plans work out, so. Come on, get in there. Alright, this is gonna make me turn the whole thing. Linda Dallas says, like the stream. Thank you, Linda. You wanted to buy a GPU for your PC and later a 3D printer? Yeah. Good luck finding GPUs, man. For retail prices. They are nuts right now. It's going now like this. Oh, your pellet gun, monitor for the PC, and then you're gonna get the GPU later. Yeah. I still have to pack up my GPU to be sent to see if it can be fixed or to get a replacement. I'll be happy either way. Right? Like, it would be incredibly fortunate for them to replace it. In Poland, you have lots of GPU, but everyone here is... Everyone in Poland is an onion. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but they don't buy it to current prices. I don't blame them. Prices are more than a bit ridiculous right now. Oh, skipped a ring somewhere. I certainly don't want to pay these prices. Alright, now was that? 1, 2, 1. Yep. 1, 2, 1. Alright. When graphics cards start selling for 3 times their the manufacturer suggested retail price, I definitely don't want to be picking them up at this time. I'll wait. It is not an emergency if I don't have one. Oh. Alright, hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1. No. I screwed up. Hang on. Alright, let's see here. Where are we at here? I did screw up from the start. 1, 2, 1, 2. That should be silver. Oh my goodness. I've got the graphics card in the post office pile, and I've got the bubble wrap for it, and it's almost ready to go. I've got the shipping label printed out. By onion, you don't mean when you have to walk 5 kilometers to buy $20 cheaper knife or something. You would rather in Poland walk these 5 kilometers. I got you. Okay. You will fight all of us in a parking lot? Dude. I almost got into a fight in a parking lot. I was a stupid kid, but this is a funny story actually. 2, 1, 2. Okay. I did screw it up, but it can be fixed. Just, you know, redoing everything I just did. And of course I can't find the opening to this ring. Why would I be able to find the opening to this ring? Well, just the rings that are perfectly closed are the ones that you have to open up. You're gonna fight all of us in a parking lot. Alright. Let's find out what that's about and then I'll tell you my story. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're 10 minutes into the stream for the first sneeze. And I've been down here, oh my gosh, I've been down here for hours. Ugh. You've taken just a little too much abuse in the form of angry barking with false alarm take me outs from my dog today, and you're all you're all angsty. Knife fight meets alley bum fight. Jeez. All right. You're buying Pelican first because you want to get time when you're bored? Heck yeah. Nothing. It's okay, you know, vent your frustration by all means. My dog does that to me too. Everyone in my house, right? I generally sit at the kitchen table, you know, when we're just hanging out, playing on my phone, you know, planning stuff out, trying to get stuff done. Emails and whatnot. Sometimes just, you know, dead scrolling Facebook. And, the dogs always want to go out. The kids needs a snack. You know, Renee, she calls me across the house trying to con me into doing something for her. And it's every time I sit down and get comfortable, it's like, bam, someone needs something. And you have lots of cans, so for your pellet gun, nice. Bring the parking lot fight story. Okay, so I grew up in Boise, Idaho, where there are a lot of Mormons, right? And I went to what is called a stake dance, which is like the Mormons' way of introducing the young kids to each other. Did I just do that backwards? A stake, like, there will be one Mormon church and they'll have service all day, right? And so whichever stake you are is what time you go to the service at the church. Alright, I screwed something up here. I jacked this whole thing up. So I'm at this stake dance and it was like a you know, you have to have like a Bible or a Book of Mormon in between you and the person you're dancing with. There's no real dancing music being played. A lot of country stuff. You know, because of where we were. Right? And I was just hanging out with some friends of mine. Because it was Middleton, Idaho, and there's, you know, nothing to do out there. So my friend got his girlfriend pregnant at a very young age. And they were there doing like swing dancing, which I can't dance at all. So I was like, well, that's, you know, that's pretty cool, dude. Kind of getting shown some dance moves. I'm dancing with a couple people, and these kids there, our age, right, high schoolers, were throwing hard candies at my friend's pregnant girlfriend, right? Like the candies at the door. Rare, medium, well done. Sorry, you're hungry. You have to wear the underwear? Not at the dance, no. What about weevils and all the pantry flour? You can't keep weevils out of a month of flour, much less a year. By the way, mail, don't read it on loud. Oh, okay. So idiot kids were throwing hard candies at my buddy's girlfriend, which of course pissed him off. But there were adult chaperones there, you know, preventing any violence from breaking out at the dance. And so on our way out the door, we were yelling epithets at each other. And I was like, all right, you know, you want to talk tough? You want to be a bad dude throwing hard candies at a pregnant girl? We were just there to have fun. They were completely just being dicks. And I was like, okay, well, meet us at the college parking lot, right? And we'll throw down. And so we left. One of the adult chaperones was like holding this kid back. He's like, you need to be a better person. Show him what a good Mormon is all about. Which just kind of pissed me off, right? This kid was being a complete douchebag. So we get to the parking lot. A bunch of people followed us. These kids show up, right? And about 2 minutes, maybe 3 of shouting at each other, the cops show up and break it all up and send everybody home. So I probably would have gotten my ass beat, but you know, it's like, I would have been fine with it. The point is that, you know, don't throw hard candies at pregnant women. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Let's see if third time's a charm, see if I can get this right. 2, 3. Almost got arrested that night. I think I was, 16. Anyway, it turns out that I should not have defended this girl so much, because she later went on to sleep with his brother. And she turned out to be a total scumbag as well. Alright, hang on here. Yeah, okay, so it's... Come on. We're gonna spend a whole hour just trying to put this little line in. The point is, you're down to fight in a parking lot if the cause is right. Yeah, no, I've been down to fight over dumber things. Alcohol may or may not have been involved. If you've never been in a fight, I don't highly recommend them, but you should try it once. Captain America, stand for what you believe in regardless of the consequences. Total skank. Yeah, absolutely. Just a degenerate piece of shit person. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's a whole fiasco. I feel bad for my friend. He's a good dude, and life really kicked him. But last he actually came out to visit not too long ago. Last I heard, he was, you know, in a relationship with someone, and things were doing better. So I hope that works out for him. But yeah, she got knocked up early. They got married. I was in the wedding party, right? A couple years later, find out that she's sleeping with his brother. You were in a fight once. You attacked a guy who hadn't even had the balls to kiss you, and then lied and bragged that you'd put it out for him and beat him half to death with a set of xylophone mallets. You should have told everyone, yeah. Yep, I put out for him, but he has a tiny penis, so I'm not going to do it again. Man. I knew a guy who did that to a girl in high school. Fortunately for him, no one believed him. Or fortunately for her, no one believed him. So. Just, you know, some douchebag. Oh, come on. All right, didn't take the whole hour. Only the first 20 minutes to put 6 rings in. Jeez Louise. I swear I've done this before. But I think it was important to get this line in. To help define the saber a bit more. It's one of those things, you know, you do it early on and the rest should come fairly naturally. Alright. We might buff that. We might put another little row in here. That's a good start. Like, I'd be fine if we just left it like that, right? Like, that is the, that little line, that little bit of a line we need. All right. So, the kid did not spend any more money on Fortnite today, which is good. You got through the day with just playing a little bit. Hopefully he's figured out that, you know, you can't just press buttons. If he does it again, it's probably gonna get taken away for forever. Hey Bobby, how you doing?
Xylophone mallets make good weapons. The ends are 1-inch diameter steel balls and they're attached to fiberglass sticks. They get that good moment arm action and wrap around. Whew, buddy. I wouldn't want to be hit by one of those. That doesn't sound fun at all. Such violence, totally unexpected from. I'm kind of floored that that you have that story. Alright, where are we at here? You decided you hate the opalite and in vanishing into the weave, you're going to replace it with red ones instead. Get a nice crop of pump knots on his head. Hey Peg, how you doing? You were young and foolish. Weren't we all once? You have stories. Now she's just old and foolish. Tend to get stories when a very sheltered kid suddenly encounters the world at large. Yeah. Ditto on the old and foolish stuff. I'll third that. Old and foolish, but not nearly as violent. Josh persuaded you to buy a sword? I don't need persuasion to buy a sword. I would buy a sword if I had the money right now. Alright, where are we at here? We're kind of almost there. Almost. Like a little indentation. Hi Sean, feeling old and foolish tonight? Yeah. You like your sword? It's an excellent length for you, not too heavy. You could settle somebody's taters with this sword. You can't afford them, so you make swords? Sweet. I have a sword. It is a 200-year-old Masonic ceremonial sword from the early 1800s. It was my great-great-great-grandfather's. It's just a wall hanger, but it's kind of cool. It's a very mass-produced sword, right? And so there are a lot of them out there. I just don't think that there are a lot of them that are as old as mine. You're 100% jelly. Don't be. It's half fallen apart. Eventually I will make a mount for it and put it up on the wall down here. Somewhere in the basement. That's better. This goes straight out. This edge. This side, I gotta figure out where it comes in at. And then we're just gonna get started. How does that look? Does that look kind of like a cross guard in there? I think it looks good on the camera. All right. Come on. Go into your home. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's not your home. God. Oh, blowing up on the phone over here. I wonder what's going on. Alright, you have a couple of swords too, one from the American Revolution. Cool. Story, history, family ties. Dad has a replica U.S. Civil War cavalry saber. That's cool. To use when a sword is required, but now you have your own sword. You've always been useful in plays and whatnot because you can bring your own violent props. You've heard of them referred to as a lot of things, but never taters. I am third with nothing from the first. Makes you sad. Oh, yeah. Taters, melons, cucumbers, doesn't matter much. Get out of your home! Yep. Alright, so I did get some stuff done today. I got the blog post removed. I was uploading the stream as a post, as like a blog post, but that was not working the way I expected, so stopped doing that. And now I will get to a point where I can write some articles about chainmail and stuff. The barking is making you edgy. All right. I'm sorry your dogs are barking. My dog only barks when the wind blows a leaf across the front yard or there's someone at the door. Or when they're outside and they want to come inside. When I'm home, they're in and out all day long. It's like, no, just go lay down, you know? I know you lay down all day and sleep all day when I'm not here. They don't, like, make me get up 100 times. Herd animals. You gotta get out of the house more often, walk off some of these quarantine pounds? Yeah. You and me both. You're not going to make a pupskin rug? You do Harry Carey first. Come here. Yes, the dogs have me trained. They let me know when they want to go outside. They let me know when they want a cookie. And they let me know when it's time to be fed. And I got the older dog. She's much more insistent on getting her treats. That ring broke in half, right? And for years, You know, she was the one coming around begging for a snack. Well, our little dog, Baxter, it's really been kind of this year that he starts coming up and begging. I guess he's seen it work enough times that he's realized, oh, I can get a cookie this way. Such a little shit. Just rotten dogs with stinky breath. No. I left the pantry open and my big dog got the bag of Dentabones for their teeth and their bad breath. And she got the bag open, but each little bone is individually wrapped. And so when I came back inside, she had all the bones splayed out across the across the living room. Yeah, they learned from each other. That is correct. So she missed out. She didn't get enough time to get into too much trouble there because I got back just in time to look at her really guilty face. And then, you know, pick up the wrappers and put everything back together. But she has straight up gotten up on the counter in front of us trying to get food. It's like we do feed our dog, I promise. Just a chow hound. Thinks she's starving all the time. And if you come to visit, she'll act like she's dying because she wants pets and snacks and just a poor dog that doesn't get any love at our house. She also does this really fun thing where she tries to herd you. So if you go to walk in front of her, she'll step in front of you to like stop you from going where you're going. It's really fun when she does it at the top of the stairs and you almost trip over her and fall to your death. That's my favorite. All right, now we got to figure out how to make 1, 2, 3. We're gonna make kind of a space to put your finger, a groove for your finger into this handle here. I love weaving rings upside down and backwards. Alright, that's not gonna go that way. I can't do it, but I sure do try. Get out of the way. Where'd it go? There it is. Had the wrong color there. Every time. Skipping a ring every time. Oh well, okay.
30-pound foundry work boots, would not notice, and dog would be down the stairs. Yeah. Niagara Falls 2022. Thought only your cats tried to make you fall down the stairs. Alright, what's up with Niagara Falls 2022? I'm gonna pull this one too. I think we need to make the handle a little slimmer than the blade. Just a skosh. Just a hair. I was literally barking mad. What is this here? 1, 2, 1, 1. Oh. You're making yourself a promise to have fun when COVID is over? Oh, Niagara seems ideal. There you go. I've never been. I do enjoy watching the videos of the people go over in the barrels. I genuinely have no desire to... Okay, Niagara Falls is in New York. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have been to Shoshone Falls, which is pretty impressive. Twin Falls, Idaho. There's a bridge in Idaho that is famous because Evel Knievel tried to jump it back in the day. Internal organ water balloons. Yup. Come on. You went one time, the volume of water going over the sheer pull of its momentum on your psyche as you watch it go over is not expressible in words. Yeah, it's just effing massive. Yep, I mean, like, Shoshone is big, right? It's a ton of water. And I think Niagara is just several scales larger. Alright, so what do I need to do here to get this to, like... go out straight, and then... Okay. They're not going to be well-rounded. They're going to be, like, 90-degree angles we're going to put in here. Build up some black here so that we can build off of it. I'm almost tempted to just weave it as a straight line and then make the cuts, but I think we can pull it off doing it this way. Oh yeah, so Evel Knievel tried to jump the Snake River Canyon. I think it's the Snake River Canyon. Out in Idaho with a motorcycle. And needless to say, he did not make it, and he parachuted to the bottom, and the bike fell to the bottom of the canyon.
But every time I went over the bridge, you'd hear the story about how Evil Knievel tried to jump the canyon and didn't make it. You watch a sink overflow once, that's about the limit of your waterfall experience. You're more well-rounded than I thought. In Niagara, it wasn't like I felt like I was going to jump or get so dizzy I'd fall over a conveniently chest-high barrier, but there was a dizzy feeling like it was sucking at you. Very powerful and made you feel tiny and small and powerless. I believe it, man. Right? Do I want to go from here? What am I looking at? Or here? Oh man, okay. One, two, three, okay. Yeah, when you look out over the Grand Canyon, it's kind of like that. It's just this massive hole that you're looking down into. Did you answer my question? Is Niagara Falls in New York? Yeah, this massive hole that just pulls at you. Whoa. I grew up doing a lot of whitewater rafting with my dad. And we always wanted to go raft the Grand Canyon. But it's like $3,000 or $1,500 to $1,800 a person. I'm sure it's more now. And we never had the chance to go. Maybe if I get rich one day, I would take him. My dad was real good about making sure we saw a lot of the monuments that this country has. So I was very fortunate as a kid growing up. We didn't have anything, you know, like material goods. But my dad was able to take us on some interesting vacations that I appreciate a whole lot more now than I ever did as a kid. The Colorado trip is very dangerous. Okay, so Niagara Falls is in New York. I have no desire to go to New York ever, but I would make an exception for Niagara Falls. One province over from you. Not just the rapids, there are rattlesnakes and scorpions and whatnot as you camp. You know, I mean, Idaho has all that too. Texas has all that. You were a National Park Service brat? You lived at the Grand Canyon when you were a kid. Nice. That's cool. Where'd you live growing up? The Grand Canyon. Really? Alright, I think I've got this like mapped out in my head. We'll see how it fits. Our friend that's visiting from Utah to be with her sick friend. We were talking about all the just the stuff out in just south of her, in Moab. You'd love to see the bottom of the canyon, but he'll hike it on the day hell freezes over and Satan drives to work in a snowplow, and he'll ride a mule down into it the day after that. So is that, you're saying there's a chance? I had a patient once who was big into mules. We got to chatting, showed me all his mule videos. He was a pastor, and he liked to go on trips down the Grand Canyon on mules. Speaking of mules, there's a really old movie called, what the hell is it called? Bridie of the Grand Canyon, and it's about a mule that gets loose. Oh, sure, you'd go if you could go in a helicopter. I'll have to look that film up, right? But a mule having to survive in the Grand Canyon. The movie's 100 years old. Well, maybe not. Probably came out in the 80s. 70s or 80s. It was like one of the weirder films from my childhood. That and what do you call it? Jonathan Livingston Seagull. About a seagull that wanted to be a hawk and wanted to fly really fast. I think that was it. You've seen that movie? He's a burro. Your face, it looks el burro. There's a statue of him at the GC Visitor Center. Cool. Alright, we're just gonna plod along here because I'm not 100% convinced this is gonna work out, but it's kind of in the right direction. He supposedly blazed the trail that is now the big one down to the bottom of the canyon, the Bright Angel Trail, and he was the first being across the swing bridge at the bottom. Aww. Yeah, I mean, I just vaguely remember it from weird movies we rented from Hastings when I was a kid. check something. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going okay. We'll just continue on and see what happens. The movie makes it out like the borough was a hero, but I think the people who built the bridge were too chicken shit to cross it and made him go so they could see if it would stay up. Aww. Having grown up there, you have the skinny and all cute animal trivia that was suitable to divert a 5-year-old. Nice. You have artesian wells. You never know when you will find one that has cause a waterfall. All right, Barb, have a good night. There is south. I think it's south of the Grand Canyon. In Colorado, there's a couple other things in that area, right? So you have the petrified forest. There is, which is a bunch of petrified rocks and trees that have been, you know, petrified. And then there is Mesa Verde National Park. Oh, I hear the dog barking. And at Mesa Verde National Park, there were cliff-dwelling Indians, a cliff-dwelling Native American tribe that built their civilization into the side of the cliff that we went to. And it's all still there. You can go and take a tour through there. You've been to Petrified Forest and a variety of the parks out there? Cool. Not too many people have. Right? Like, pretty much everyone I know just kind of stayed where they're at for their whole life. Well, that may be an issue. Okay, no. Alright. We're good. All gravy, baby. There was, there was a hole in the ground that attached to a cave, and it had a constant 24-hour supply of cold air being pumped through. You'd stand over the hole and just, it was, you know, the desert, it's hot as hell, and all this cold air would come up out of this hole in the ground. Lived for a while at Tonto National Monument, which had a cliff dwelling as its basis for existence. Cool. You're back, David? Cool. Most people haven't been farther than a couple hundred miles. Many of the ones who have been farther than that have only gone as far as the coast. Which, since your state has a coast, it's not that far. Yep. I'll have to save up some vacation or something and take my kid out west. That'd be nice. Yeah, nice cold air, right? It's probably, you know, 100 degrees while we were on this tour. And there was this hole just pumping cool air out of the ground. It was nice. Coast to coast, northern border, southern border road tripping. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to make it all one trip. 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. It'd be nice. My kid's getting to be about that age where you can tolerate stuff like that. At that temperature, the pavement starts to cook the edges of your feet if you're wearing sandals? Yeah. You spent 8 months on the road traveling every 2 to 6 days. Whew, buddy. I could have done that like 10 years ago, but not now, that's for sure. Come on. Come here. It's time to placate the barker with a nibble of special medicated food. Does the medication make him go sleepy? Oh wow, we're at an hour. I think that's gonna work. I'll show you 2 shakes here. Love it when a plan comes together. I'm looking at this in the camera and I'm thinking that this was the right way to go about doing this. come here. Alright. It's not... Alright, those kind of look like places finger grooves, right? Tell me how well it matches up. Right, so right there, those finger grooves along the handle there. And then this. I think it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. That is large, yeah. It's ridiculously larger than I ever planned on making it. I mean, the finger grooves look nice. Thank you. I think doing it that way. I think it came out just right, personally. One of the few features of this piece that we managed to get right kind of on the first time. Which is nice. I wish I had more of those. All right, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I see. No, oh no. What am I doing? Alright, guys. I'm not going to be able to get much farther on this tonight. You're going to rename this dog Sir Barks a Lot? Okay. So I'm going to leave it here. We got to make like a little ball on the end of this handle. But I think that's, you know, that's a pretty good start. Got some clean lines on it. Some clear finger grooves. I like it. I like it a lot. How is it? I'm 10, okay. Is your dog still barking even after he had his treat? And is it just like a nervous bark? Is he just a nervous dog? My dogs bark because they're assholes. Oh, just heard one right now. Yeah, it's an I want more bark, yeah. Yeah, no. This will be the start of the bottom of the handguard. It is kind of hang on, I gotta look at this for a second. Our neighbor kid apparently broke his arm. He's got the Hershey squirts and you can't get them stopped. You can only have very small bites every hour or two with medicine in. Oh, poor dog. So my neighbor kid broke his arm. I don't know how. I haven't heard the story yet. My son wanted to make him a card and give him a an ice cream sandwich, and I thought that was very sweet. All right. You can see the finger grooves on there. Man, looking good, I tell you what. Whew, buddy. All right, it's coming. It's almost there. Good God. Now that he laid down for a nap, his sister's taking up the barking. Oh. Might actually move to a hotel. Oh my God, I have some bad like dog, you know, Hershey squirt stories. Bad ones. I don't know if I want to share them. Well, okay, I'll share one. Okay. When Renee was at the hospital giving birth, I had gone home to check on the dogs. Now, my big dog, she knew something was up. She knew, you know, something was going on. She was really excited and she was really concerned that we weren't at the house when we normally were. And she got really anxious, and this gave her the squirts. And this dog pooped in the upstairs spare bedroom. So violently liquid, you know, poop that it got into the electrical outlet and it flipped the breaker. It tripped the breaker to that room. Hope you didn't break the dominant arm. It will be hard to eat ice cream sandwich. Yeah, for real, right? Most excellent inlay. Well, thank you. It's, you know, I mean, it looks like a thing. A few more areas to finish up. We'll be well on our way. So, had to turn the power off, pull the outlet, clean it all out. It's so gross. To make a quick dog poop story. Alright. He's getting a high-level intestinal flora supplement. Good. Well, good. You're taking care of him. You know. All right. Well, guys, I've got to work in the morning, so I've got to get off to bed. But thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate you being here. It really makes the time go by so much faster, and it's a ton of fun just sitting here getting to know you guys and chatting with you and whatnot. There's a ton of stuff coming up for the store here soon. I didn't even get to that story yet. I was working on some shoe product designs, and I screwed it up, right? And the image was correct on one side of the shoe and then upside down on the other side of the shoe. And I did like 5 shoes this way. And there's a whole bunch of back end shit that has to get done on each one. Anyway, I spent a lot of the time today redoing all of that, and I'm not done yet. The guy had a Roomba. They programmed it to run every night while his family slept until one night the dog got sick and pooped in the living room. Oh, that's gross. What time is it here now? It's 10:17 my time. Daylight savings time. Find me somebody that can give me a good reason why we use daylight savings time. Please. I'd like to meet them. Alright guys, be sure to check out MailleWerX.com for all your chainmail apparel and accessory needs. And I will talk to you guys, if not tomorrow, then at the latest on Tuesday. Alright, you guys have a good night.